Hi, my name is Mark Dixon, and I'm a filmmaker and air quality advocate who lives in Pittsburgh. There are many different tools available for citizens to understand and possibly even protect themselves from the air pollution around them. And these tools are particularly useful when large industrial pollution sources exist near large population centers. There are websites and high and low cost air monitors and camera systems and a range of other community tools that you can use to help protect yourself and your community. And I'm going to review some of these tools for you today. The first I want to mention are EPA reference monitors. These generally measure particles like PM 2.5, PM 10, but they also can measure ozone, SO2, NO2. They're very accurate. They'll hold up in court. But they're very expensive, and sometimes they go down for maintenance. There's not very many of them in any given region. They also don't measure VOCs. A low-cost monitor alternative to these EPA reference monitors are called purple air monitors. They measure PM 2.5 and PM 10 and particle counts. They're very inexpensive relative to these EPA reference monitors. They're easy to place all over. They give you actually pretty much real-time updates, and they have open data, so anybody in the world can use the data anywhere in the world. But they're not as accurate as reference monitors, and they also don't currently measure VOCs, though that may change. It's also worth noting that the EPA has recently updated its mapping information to combine both reference monitors and low-cost purple air monitors all in a single map. It's really useful for pollution events, but also for the fires out west. Aware monitors are another type of low-cost monitor that measures dust like PM 2.5, and also they measure VOCs, but the data is closed. AirViz monitors also measure VOCs, and they're relatively low cost, and their data actually is public, and you can review the information from these monitors on a map. There's also more expensive options that citizens can use called SUMA canisters. Basically, they're in a category of air sampling canisters that are very accurate, that citizens can deploy if they want to, but they're pretty expensive to use though. Each time you get a sample in one of these canisters, you have to send it in and pay money to a laboratory for them to send you back a list of all the chemicals that they found in that air sample. Another tool that citizens can use that's a little different from a particle monitoring system is called the Breathe Cam, which actually uses cameras to monitor an industrial site. And it can basically keep an eye out for visual events like flaring or plumes of smoke that come from a facility. And the Breathe Cam, developed by the Breathe Project and the Create Lab together, actually develops a 24/7 archive of video material filmed from one or more camera angles of any particular site. There's none up right now around the Shell cracker, but that could become an option. And so you may ask, why might citizens want to deploy more monitors than fence line monitors hosted by Shell? And I think that's a really good question. Shell has only 4 continuous perimeter monitors, so there are physical gaps through which a plume could potentially travel undetected for a little while. I'd personally like to see dozens of monitors placed all around the Shell plant at homes and businesses where people actually live and work. And that would also give us a better idea for how wind and inversion conditions might be impacting the flow of a chemical plume. More monitors ultimately give us faster access to better information that we, the citizens, control. And more monitors also help us ask better questions so that we can work together as a community to keep our community safe and healthy. I'm working with a range of other groups and individuals to place actually dozens of low-cost air monitors in the area around the Shell petrochemical plant. And if you'd like to host a monitor at your home or your business, and you live within about a 5-mile radius, give or take a few miles, please reach out to me at mark@lens.blue. Thanks so much for your time and attention. Bye-bye.